When involved in a motor vehicle accident, several key steps can help protect your interests, especially when there are no immediate witnesses. Firstly, stopping and helping is crucial. Always stop to check on the well-being of others involved, regardless of fault. This demonstrates responsibility and ensures everyone receives necessary assistance. Secondly, report the incident to the police. Filing a police report creates an official record, capturing critical details and facilitating insurance claims. Include as much information as possible, such as the location, time, and the description of the vehicles and events. Thirdly, collect witness information. Actively seek names, contact details, and license plate numbers of any potential witnesses. Their accounts can be invaluable in determining fault. Documenting the scene is also important. Take photos and videos of the damage to all vehicles, the surrounding area, and relevant details like traffic signals and road conditions. This visual evidence can clarify the sequence of events. In cases where no witnesses exist, attributing fault can be challenging. Insurance companies often have specific policies for handling such situations. Consider their approach carefully, as some might use comparative fault based on factors like the severity of damage and conflicting driver statements. If the stakes are high, consider an independent investigation. Hiring an accident reconstructionist or private investigator can provide an expert opinion on the likely sequence of events, using available evidence to build a case. Actively search for witnesses even after leaving the scene. Utilize local media outlets, social media, and community forums to reach potential witnesses who may have information. For contractors with vehicles on the road, implementing preventative measures is essential. Firstly, educate your drivers. Instruct them always to stop and help after accidents and to report incidents to the police. This reinforces responsible behavior and adherence to legal requirements. Secondly, consider installing vehicle camera systems. Dashcams provide video evidence that can be crucial in resolving accident disputes and protecting your company's interests. Thirdly, emphasize defensive driving techniques. Train drivers to anticipate hazards, maintain safe following distances, and react appropriately to changing road conditions, minimizing the risk of accidents. Even when fault cannot be clearly established, remember that steps can be taken to protect yourself. Follow the advice provided to increase your chances of receiving fair compensation for damages and avoiding unnecessary financial burdens. The goal of reporting accidents extends beyond assigning blame. It ensures that all parties receive needed assistance and that the incident is documented for future reference, which can be vital for insurance claims and legal purposes. Understanding insurance company policies is crucial. Different insurers have varying methods for handling accidents without witnesses. Some might rely on the police report, while others might conduct their own investigation, interviewing both drivers and assessing the damage to the vehicles. Familiarize yourself with your own policy's terms and conditions to understand how your insurance company will approach such a situation. In addition to photographs and videos, consider other forms of documentation. Draw a sketch of the accident scene, noting the positions of the vehicles before and after the impact, as well as any relevant landmarks or traffic signals. Write down your recollection of the events as soon as possible after the accident, including details that might seem insignificant at the time. These records can help you recall the incident more accurately later on and can be valuable when speaking with insurance adjusters or legal representatives. If there are skid marks or debris on the road, document their location and extent. These physical clues can provide insights into the speed and direction of the vehicles involved and may help reconstruct the accident. Note the weather conditions at the time of the accident, as rain, snow, or ice can affect visibility and vehicle handling. When communicating with the other driver or any potential witnesses, remain calm and polite. Avoid admitting fault or making statements that could be misconstrued later on. Exchange insurance information and contact details, but refrain from discussing the details of the accident in depth until you have consulted with your insurance company or legal counsel. If you sustain injuries in the accident, seek medical attention as soon as possible. Even if you don't feel seriously injured immediately, some injuries may not become apparent until days or weeks later. Document all medical treatments and expenses, as these will be relevant to your insurance claim. Consider consulting with an attorney who specializes in personal injury or motor vehicle accidents. An attorney can advise you on your legal rights and options and can help you navigate the complex insurance claim process. They can also represent you in negotiations with the insurance company or in court if necessary. If you are a contractor, ensure that your vehicles are properly insured and that your drivers are adequately trained. Review your insurance coverage regularly to ensure that it meets your needs and that you have sufficient liability protection. Provide your drivers with clear instructions on what to do in the event of an accident, including procedures for reporting the incident, collecting information, and contacting the company. Install dashcams in all of your company vehicles to provide video evidence in case of accidents. Dashcams can record continuous footage of the road ahead and can capture critical information such as the actions of other drivers, traffic signals, and road conditions. Choose dashcams that are reliable, easy to use, and have a wide field of view. Implement a safety program that emphasizes defensive driving techniques. Train your drivers to anticipate hazards, maintain safe following distances, and avoid distractions while driving. Encourage them to be aware of their surroundings and to react appropriately to changing road conditions. Conduct regular vehicle inspections to ensure that your vehicles are in good working order. Check the brakes, tires, lights, and other essential components to identify and address any potential safety issues. Maintain accurate records of all vehicle maintenance and repairs. Consider using telematics systems to monitor your driver's behavior and track vehicle location. Telematics systems can provide data on speeding, hard braking, and other driving habits, allowing you to identify and correct unsafe behaviors. They can also help you track vehicle mileage and fuel consumption. Establish a clear policy regarding the use of cell phones and other electronic devices while driving. Prohibit drivers from texting, making phone calls, or using other electronic devices that could distract them from the road. Enforce this policy strictly and provide drivers with hands-free communication devices if necessary. Encourage your drivers to take regular breaks to avoid fatigue. Fatigue can impair judgment and reaction time, increasing the risk of accidents. Advise drivers to get sufficient sleep before starting their shifts and to take breaks every few hours to rest and stretch. Promote a culture of safety within your company. Encourage employees to report any safety concerns or potential hazards they identify. Recognize and reward drivers who demonstrate safe driving habits and follow company safety policies. Invest in safety equipment such as reflective vests, warning triangles, and first aid kits. Ensure that your drivers have access to this equipment and know how to use it properly. Regularly inspect and replenish your safety equipment to ensure that it is in good working order. Consider providing your drivers with advanced driver assistance systems such as lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking. These systems can help prevent accidents by alerting drivers to potential hazards and intervening if necessary. However, emphasize that these systems are not a substitute for attentive driving and that drivers should always remain vigilant. If you are involved in an accident, cooperate fully with the police and insurance investigators. Provide them with all the information they need to conduct their investigations and answer their questions honestly and accurately. Avoid making assumptions or speculating about the cause of the accident, as this could prejudice their findings. Review your accident prevention and response procedures regularly to ensure that they are up to date and effective. Conduct periodic drills to test your procedures and identify any areas for improvement. Seek feedback from your drivers and other employees to identify potential weaknesses and develop solutions. Stay informed about changes in traffic laws and regulations. Attend safety training sessions and workshops to learn about best practices for accident prevention and response. Share this information with your drivers and other employees to ensure that everyone is aware of their responsibilities. Partner with local safety organizations and agencies to promote road safety and accident prevention. Participate in community events and initiatives to raise awareness about the importance of safe driving habits. Support efforts to improve road infrastructure and traffic safety measures. Lead by example and demonstrate a commitment to safety in all aspects of your business operations. Set a positive example for your drivers and other employees by following all traffic laws and regulations and by prioritizing safety in all your decisions. By creating a culture of safety within your company, you can help prevent accidents and protect your employees, your customers, and the public. When an accident occurs, documenting the scene meticulously is paramount, particularly in the absence of witnesses. If safe to do so, use your smartphone or camera to capture detailed images of the vehicles involved from multiple angles. Include close-ups of the damage, as well as wider shots that show the position of the vehicles in relation to each other and the surrounding environment. These photographs can serve as invaluable evidence when communicating with insurance adjusters and legal professionals. Pay close attention to any skid marks or debris present at the accident scene. Skid marks can provide clues about the speed and direction of the vehicles involved, while debris may indicate the point of impact. Photograph these elements and note their location in relation to the vehicles and the road. Also, be sure to document the road conditions, weather conditions, and any other factors that may have contributed to the accident. After documenting the scene, it's essential to gather information from the other driver involved. Obtain their name, address, phone number, driver's license number, and insurance information. Exchange this information politely and calmly, avoiding any arguments or accusations. It's crucial to remain composed and professional during this exchange, as your words and actions may be scrutinized later on. In addition to exchanging information with the other driver, it's wise to seek out any potential witnesses who may have observed the accident. Even if no one stopped at the scene immediately, there may be individuals who saw the accident unfold from a nearby building or vehicle. Ask around and inquire whether anyone witnessed the collision. If you do find a witness, obtain their name, address, and phone number. Their testimony could be crucial in determining fault and resolving any disputes that may arise. Once you've gathered the necessary information and documented the scene, it's time to contact the police and your insurance company. Report the accident to the police as soon as possible, providing them with all the relevant details. Be honest and accurate in your account of the events, avoiding any speculation or exaggeration. The police report will serve as an official record of the accident and may be used by insurance companies to determine liability. Next, contact your insurance company to report the accident and initiate a claim. Provide them with all the information you've gathered, including the police report, photographs, witness statements, and the other driver's information. Be prepared to answer their questions and cooperate fully with their investigation. Your insurance company will assign an adjuster to your case, who will assess the damage and determine the amount of compensation you're entitled to. While your insurance company is investigating the accident, it's essential to protect your own interests. Consult with an attorney who specializes in personal injury or motor vehicle accidents to understand your legal rights and options. An attorney can advise you on how to navigate the insurance claim process and can represent you in negotiations with the insurance company. They can also help you gather additional evidence, such as expert testimony or accident reconstruction reports to support your claim. If you're a contractor with vehicles on the road, it's crucial to have a comprehensive accident prevention and response plan in place. This plan should include procedures for reporting accidents, documenting the scene, gathering information, and contacting the police and insurance company. It should also include training for drivers on defensive driving techniques and safe driving practices. Install dashcams in all of your company vehicles to provide video evidence in case of accidents. Dashcams can record continuous footage of the road and can capture critical information such as the actions of other drivers, traffic signals, and road conditions. This video evidence can be invaluable in resolving disputes and protecting your company's interests. Implement a safety program that emphasizes defensive driving techniques. Train your drivers to anticipate hazards, maintain safe following distances, and avoid distractions while driving. Encourage them to be aware of their surroundings and to react appropriately to changing road conditions. Conduct regular vehicle inspections to ensure that your vehicles are in good working order. Check the brakes, tires, lights, and other essential components to identify and address any potential safety issues. Maintain accurate records of all vehicle maintenance and repairs. Establish a clear policy regarding the use of cell phones and other electronic devices while driving. Prohibit drivers from texting, making phone calls, or using other electronic devices that could distract them from the road. Enforce this policy strictly and provide drivers with hands-free communication devices if necessary. Encourage your drivers to take regular breaks to avoid fatigue. Fatigue can impair judgment and reaction time, increasing the risk of accidents. Advise drivers to get sufficient sleep before starting their shifts and to take breaks every few hours to rest and stretch. Promote a culture of safety within your company. Encourage employees to report any safety concerns or potential hazards they identify. Recognize and reward drivers who demonstrate safe driving habits and follow company safety policies. By implementing these accident prevention and response measures, you can help protect your employees, your customers, and your business from the financial and legal consequences of motor vehicle accidents. Remember that safety is not just a matter of compliance, it's a core value that should be ingrained in every aspect of your operations. By prioritizing safety, you can create a safer and more productive work environment for everyone.